Howdy folks, it's Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, Simulator 2020. We are halfway done with the Austria land of wow, what a rough start. I'm not even going to redo that, that's kind of funny. Welcome back to the Austria land of mountains and music bush trip. We're halfway through. We're doing one leg per video just to milk this thing as long as we can, because this could be the last bush trip we ever do. We won't find out if I'm wrong until middle of December, but as of right now, it's looking that way. So I assume you know what's going on because it's halfway through, so let's just keep going. Alright, we're not going to edit too much down in this one because it's such a short leg. If I edited it down like normal, then it'd be like 5 minutes long. This video would be 5 minutes long, so we're going to kind of take our time with this one. One thing I want to notice though is if I crank up the sound, right now, I'm going to talk over it, but I'm cranking up the sound and editing as you can hear it. You can hear the rain, but then listen to what happens as I get closer to the airplane. You can hear it start to hit the metal. Isn't that really cool? Awesome, huh? But guess what? That means we cannot use real world weather right now, because this is real world weather as I record this. And we're in the mountains. You can't even see that there are mountains, but we are in the mountains. So that means we have to turn off weather because this is not a flyable weather condition. So let's hop up here and clean up the weather a little bit. Unfortunately, it pains me to do this, but it is necessary. So we'll compromise. We'll keep some thick clouds in there. Raise them to 11,000 feet. I might have to raise them more because it could be too cold up there even with, you know, weather in quotes turned off. It could get too cold where we'll get icing, so I might have to clean that up more later, but we'll keep it like this for now. It doesn't look nearly as good because of visibility and stuff, but see, we're like surrounded by mountains. There's no way we could have flown that way. We just couldn't have done it. I gave us some snow. Does that look better with snow? It's not snowing this time of year because it would have been snowy when I had real weather, but let's do this. Let's give it some snow. We haven't had snow in a bush trip in like years. Alright, let's get going here. Because even though it's a short leg, I don't want it to be terribly long of a video. Come on now. Come on. Turn on for me. Good grief. Those of you who are not watching every video of the series might be wondering why I'm saying this could be our very last bush trip. Those of you who have watched every video in the series already know this. But I'm just killing time while this boots up. So I'll talk about it. When I watched the developer live stream, well, for you it's been like a month ago, but it's only been a few days ago for me in real life. They said, you know, even with Flight Sim 2024, they're going to also keep updating Flight Sim 2020. That was their agreement for about 10 years. So we're still going to get world updates, city updates, sim updates, avionics updates, all that stuff. But the next world update, which comes out in, I think it said December 19th. I have that date stuck in my head. I could be wrong, but I think it's December 19th when the next world update comes out. They listed everything it includes, and they did not list any bush trips. So when Jorg talked about it, he said this, did not mention bush trips. So I'm thinking either he messed up and forgot to say it, or there are no more bush trips because they would have taken those people, moved them on Flight Sim 2020, probably. That's my guess. So I could be wrong. We'll have to wait until middle of December to find out. But as of right now, it's looking like this is our very last bush trip, which is okay. There's like 57 or 54 of these, I can't remember, and it's getting to be kind of ridiculous. But if I ever want to do more bush trips, there are third-party bush trips, like big radials, when they give to me their airplanes. Some of them included bush trips, so there are more to do if I want. Plus you can just buy other third-party bush trips. Alrighty, I already set this up to the next POI because that's what we do. Because we're using autopilot with GPS, because we can? Why not? Why not? Let's look ahead and see how high we want to go. I think we're going to LOGI, I think. We're going to LOGI, so I don't know what elevation this is, but we need to climb pretty high. So let's put autopilot, set it to, oh gosh, I don't know. Let's do 9,000 feet until we know how high we're going, and then we can adjust as we go. You can see it on your screen. I'm adjusting it to 9,000 feet up here. I'm using my Logitech multi-panel for autopilot. I do have the switch panel for everything else, but I hate it because it doesn't work for most aircraft and it crashes, like turns everything off and screws everything up. So I do not use the switch panel. It is on my desk because it looks cool. My wife got it for me as a surprise, but I honestly can't stand it. I hate it so much. But I love the multi-panel. I use it for everything. So there you go. So autopilot controlled with the multi-panel. Alrighty, let's do sit flaps down too while we're at it. Alright, let's keep reading. It's a quickie. I'm making it longer than it needs to be. Depart the airport and turn and pass over Graz, the old town located on the western edge of the city, are both United Nations World Heritage Sites and is a member of the United Nations Creative Cities Network. Alrighty, we'll fly there in a minute. Actually, because this is so short, and I'm not going to edit much out, let's just fly while we read this time. We have done that before. I'll explain what that means to the newcomers in a minute. Weather is turned off in air quotes. That's enough runway. Let's do a midfield takeoff right here, which would take very special approval to do this. But I just want to get going. We've started this airplane up, I don't know, 30 times or something now because, or 20 times now because, no more than that because that one bush trip was like 27 legs. Anyway, it's been the same airplane for the past 3 bush trips, and one of them was like 27 legs or some crazy thing. So we have started this thing up so many times now that we just are going to get going. So normally what we do, for those of you who don't watch every video, is we will read about the POIs. Let's not crash. I'm sliding on my wheel. Oh shoot, let's not do that either. We have rolled this aircraft before if you want to go back and look. Anyway, we normally read about everything, then we fly it, and I give you what's called sightseeing, where you just look at stuff while I don't talk, and then you get to see a condensed version. So if it's an hour, like, you don't have to watch it for an hour. Brakes and stop, the wheels, flaps coming up. That's one thing that we usually do, but because this is so short, we're just going to read while we go. Oh, we're already in the right direction, so let's do autopilot, nav, and let's do 1,300 feet per minute as the S curves us around. There we go. So we're going to read as we go for this one. So no sightseeing, probably just chit-chat the whole time. The snow is pretty cool. Yeah, I could make it deeper so it's 100% snow, but I decided just to do a little bit of snow. Because we haven't seen snow in like a year or something in the sim. So yeah, there you go. I'm waiting for that silly thing to get out of my face. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're looking for this town or something, which is where we basically are. Oh, there's more to tell us. So let's set barometer, let's do all this stuff that we're supposed to do on the ground, and we're looking for Graz. But I wanted to look at this town while we're here. Appreciate this. Please get that thing off my screen. Thank you. What's funny is that it'll talk about achievements, and there are no achievements anymore for this stuff. Anywho, alright. I'm all peppy today because it is a fresh day in real life, and I'm hoping I don't need to help any children. They're busy with friends. So when they're busy with friends, I'll either play piano or do flight sim. Of course, I prioritize my wife, but she's with her friends, so everybody's with friends but me. So you're my friends today. And we're doing flight sim together. I'm just admiring all of this stuff. It's so cool. It's a little bright without any like haze in the sky, but I couldn't find a way to add haze really manually, which is a bummer. Because I remember in an X-Plane you could add haze really easily. But whatever. Alright, we're over the area we're supposed to be looking for with the United Nations and stuff. World Heritage Site. So if there's anything you want to pick out, there's a slow image for you. But I'm gonna, oh, look at this though, look at that hill. Anyway, I want to hop back in. Wait a second, one more thing. Come here, please stop messing up, thank you. This river with the trees alongside of it is really cool. See that? I just think that's really cool. Alright. So there you go. What is next? We are going to read about the next thing and just keep going. It's a quick, easy one. Super easy. Can't get easier than this. Gain a visual on the Autobahn while over Graz, which I think we did, and follow it to the north out of the city, through the Mur Valley to the market town of Deutschverstritz. The town, which dates to Roman times, is located near the juncture of the Central Eastern Alps and the Northern Eastern Alps. Let's look ahead and see if they give me an elevation. They don't. So it's all on us to figure out how high we need to go, which is fine because they're often wrong anyway. Oh, there you go. That's what we're supposed to be looking for right there. See it? Right there. You saw it. There. Cool. Okay. So we're heading along now. We got 6.8 nautical miles to the next thing. What was the next thing? Oh, the town. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Roman times town. Okay, cool. Alrighty, moving along. Let's look outside a little bit more since we can. Very pretty. Everything is full of snow. Which again, you know, with real weather, if there were snow there right now, we would have gotten snow, but this is raining. Which is kind of cool, like, to know they're surrounded by mountains, but you can't see them. Because it's rainy. But there's no way we could fly this without without weather. Actually, do we need to go any higher than this? I think we're good. We're already at 65, so let's bring this down to 75. Let's go to 8,000. Yeah. I think we can turn back vertical speed too, maybe. Nah, let's just keep it. Yeah. I don't know. We might have to climb a little more. It's going to be close. It's going to be tight. But I think you'll be fine. Anyway, looking at the towns like we're supposed to. That town is covered in snow. So yeah, I can make the slider for snow more and then everything is just white. That's no fun. So this aircraft, around 7,000 feet, you gotta start pulling back mixture a little bit. Generally it's 5,000 feet, but for some reason this aircraft it's 7,000 feet. Just FYI if you're wondering how to climb, because I do get that a lot in my comments on these bush trips of how do you get the airplane to go 20,000 feet. Well, mixture, speed, and patience. Sometimes it takes a lot of patience. But with real good weather, you know, that'll affect how easy it is to climb too. Depending on, you know, weather conditions can make it more difficult to climb. Alrighty, we're almost at the town, 2.9 nautical miles. And I think we're gonna be okay. So sometimes train works, but sometimes it doesn't. Of course it depends on the aircraft, but sometimes in this aircraft it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that would tell us if we're high enough, because if we had train on, how do I get out of here? Like that. If we had train on, it would tell us, oh gosh, you're too low or something. But we don't have that, so we're just gonna have to pay attention. Okay, here we go. Here is your Roman town. So we could have flown down the valley nice and low, and then found a valley to climb, but we just climbed right away. Right? Whoops, bring back speed a little bit. My yoke doesn't register if I'm in drone mode, unless I use C to change from camera mode to drone mode. Anyway, here's your Roman town. Kind of hard to see this high up. Wait, is that a tunnel? Road's going into a tunnel? Maybe. Yeah, then coming out. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Alrighty, it's going to turn us to the left, so let's look left while we read a little bit here. St. Michael. Track the Autobahn to the northwest to the market town of St. Michael in the historic region of Upper Styria. The town is easily recognizable by a traffic junction where several roads and railroad lines intersect. Be alert that the highway passes under a mountain in the tunnel. So did the other one. That's 21, so it's 20 on here. Yeah, so mountain road, another mountain road. Then after that is the airfield, 11 minutes out. So while we're going this way looking for a town, do you think we have to clear those? I don't think so. I think we're going over this ridge and we're landing, right? Yeah. Yeah. What we're looking at the distance is all this. So that'll be... Oh, wait a second. No. Well, there's a valley, though. So, okay. We'll climb the ridge in front of us. Right? Can I get rid of some stuff? There we go. climb the ridge in front of us, and then take the valley to the airport. That's pretty straightforward. So climb this, cover this ridge, which we're definitely high enough, and then follow this valley down here to the airport and descend. So what we need to do at the same time, while you're out the windows, we need to find LOGI on here, and we need to get the elevation. 2,200 feet. So we want to approach at about 1,500 above. Get out of my way here. So 2,200 plus 15 is 3,700. So 3,700 feet or so we want to get down to. Right? If I did my math right. While being distracted. Anywho, sorry I had to clear up the weather. Visibility is too perfect. I mean, sometimes it's like this, but right now it's like too perfect, unfortunately. But I can't find a way to make it hazy, so we just have to deal. That looks a little better. I just made it like morning, late morning instead of noon or something. So that looks a little bit better, I think. Yeah, so the sun is, you can see the sun here, then the shadows, right? Which is another reason, I talked about this in the previous video. Oh, there we go. I talked about this in the previous video about why I'm not jumping to get flights in 2024. Is because even though my computer specs barely meet the middle the middle range of specs, and they say you can run at 1440 with mid-range specs, I might not be able to get things like this, like the shadows and things. You know, I might have to sacrifice some of that. So for that, one of those reasons, I'm not getting License 24 right away. Never say never. My wife is actually pushing for me to get it, because she likes when I spend money on my hobbies. Why? Because she spends so much money on her stuff. It's ridiculous. So she feels less guilty if I spend money on my stuff. So she's always pushing for me, which is one reason why she got me the Switch panel as a surprise. But anyway, kind of funny stuff there. Alright, we're still going to cross this ridge and get over here to the thing. We're looking right here for this town. You can see it now, it's kind of getting defined. We're going to follow the valley, either this valley or this, I think it's this valley, one of the two. We'll follow them to our airport. So, not much longer yet until we land already. Again, it's a quickie. Just taking some screenshots here. Potential thumbnails. Maybe you recognize one of these as the thumbnail of the video when you click on the video. Not sure, but that's a cool view too. Like the sun, high enough or low enough that it gets the mountains here, but so low that it doesn't light up here yet. Oh, I think that's our airport. That could be our airport. Let's look and see. No, that's that airport. Our airport is more straight ahead. Our airport is down this valley here. So as soon as we get over this area, we'll use heading bug, so we can dive down and get down to 3,700 feet, I think I said. Yeah, then we'll just follow this valley in. Yep, pretty straightforward stuff. Alright, there's that beautiful ridge, so let's get heading bug set up. You can hear me clicking my multi-panel. And if you look in the movie screen on the HSI, you can see it turning. So we're gonna, well, we can probably keep her the same heading, but I'd say account for wind, but there really isn't much. Yeah, a little bit from the left, so we need to move this a little bit to the left, or else we'll go to the right. So pretty much keep the same heading and just come down in here and try to find this airport. There's another little bump there. That could be that, maybe. Not sure. We'll just have to see as we go here. I guess we can look over that direction while we wait. And yeah, let's look underneath us. Boom, there's the town we're supposed to be looking for. Right here where the Autobahn and river meets and everything. And then it goes into the mountain, which I see this going around the mountain. So maybe it's modeled strangely, and this is supposed to go through the mountain. But I don't see anything going through the mountain. Maybe this did. It's supposed to go through and it's over. Possibly that. Maybe that's what they're talking about. But holy cow, that's cool looking, isn't it? That is beautiful. Very glad I added some snow. Very fun. Anywho, let's see here. Alright. Let's switch to heading bug now. I'm actually going to move that a little bit. Heading bug now. Because we don't want to go over the mountain. We want to go in the valley. And let's start bringing ourselves down to 3,700, right? That's 15 above ground level at the end. Of course, we'll probably take over by then. Vertical speed. Let's go down 600 feet per minute. Bring back throttle so we don't overspeed. And we have plenty of time. Let's do 500 feet per minute. There we go. You can see it right there. And well, we don't need to go too slowly though. We can still keep our speed up. We just can't overspeed. Anyway, I want to keep an eye on this and guide us through, you know, using the heading bug until we get to the airport. There should be an airport off our wing, it says. Not sure if I'm going to be able to see it because they're so high. Could be in here somewhere. Which just made me realize our own airport might be covered in snow and hard to find. Because it's in the grass. So I might have just made a challenge for myself that I didn't need to make. We'll see. I like the kidney bean water there. Yeah, I don't see that little airport that it says is there somewhere. Is it like in the ground? Is it up here? No. Is it underneath us? No. Although we have landed in places like that before. It's really fun. Huh. I'm glad we're not landing at this airport because I don't see it. We'd have to take the snow away to land there. Checking fuel levels. What's my other fuel? It's getting kind of low. I think you're supposed to have a minimum difference of, it says what to do here somewhere. It'll be like imbalance, 5 gallons between tanks. And we are at like 15 gallons almost between tanks. So let's change tanks. There we go. Because this one is full. Where are you? Where's my tank? There it is. See? That is a lot. Anyway. Okie dokie. Keep an eye on that heading bug. Are we still descending? We're descending a little bit. We're heading over here. Let's come down this valley. Maybe we need to descend more quickly. No, we're good. Yeah, we only have 3,000 feet to come down yet. Okay, fine. We're going to descend more quickly. Just because. Just because we are now below the surrounding terrain level, which I love. Love, love, love when we're below the terrain. My favorite way to fly. Just love it so much. Yeah. Oh, I got a comment the other day. Someone's like, wow, I love how he gives us his train of thought while he flies. I learned so much. I've had a few people say that, by the way, but they like how I just talk about what I'm doing, and then people learn things like, I didn't know that existed, then you go research or whatever, instead of tutorials. I used to do tutorials. I was a huge tutorial person for X-Plane. That's where I got the majority of my subscribers initially, but I don't do it anymore. I just fly, and if you learn something, you learn something. If you don't, you don't. I'm concerned about this. We might end up flying. Oh, that's going to be tight. It's going to be fun, though, but it's going to be tight. Oh dear, let's get well, setting up my sightseeing shot, and whoops, yeah, there we go. I was setting up my sightseeing shot, and I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I was kind of predicting this would happen, but well, that's cool. I was predicting this would happen, but A little nerve-wracking. Alright, so we're at our cruise. Our new cruise, I guess. That we're going to use to approach. And, oh yeah, I can go make sure forward again. And, we just need to find this airport now, which is, yep, around this little thing. What else concerned about, but we're managing okay. I think, adding a little bit of excitement. 24-minute leg, we've been going for 28 minutes already. So my speed must be lower than they want us to use. But that's because I was getting the overspeed horn, so I brought us back. Alright, I want to look out the window while I do this, but kind of close. I mean, we're not as close as it looks. Like we're about a mile from that side, about 3/4 of a mile from that side, even though it looks like it's right there in front of us. And some airplanes, you know, they can have a distance, a radius ring or circumference ring, actually a radius ring around your airplane to get a distance, but not in this one for some reason. I say radius ring because it's a circle around your airplane, but if it says 5 nautical miles, it's a radius from your airplane, you know, out 5 nautical miles, not all the way across. That wouldn't be useful if it were all the way across. Well, this is beautiful. We'll look there in a second. Don't worry, I just got to get us set up here. Look at that. Look at that river. Oh, God. See, this is the way to fly, folks. Whoops. Not like that. We were supposed to be over the road. I'm too busy looking. See, over the road is safe. But that was a little dangerous. Alright, where's this airport? It's in here somewhere. So yeah, we probably shouldn't have come down this low this soon, but I don't care. This is fun. This is very fun. Enjoying this very much. Beautiful mountains there. Unrendered mountains there for some reason. And now we're literally looking for this airport, which I hope isn't covered in snow. I hope we're not too covered in snow here, because I don't see it out there. Do you? I literally don't see it out there. But it says we're pretty darn close to it. It's after the water. I don't see any water either. I better get comfy in my chair here so I can make some quick changes if I need to. Relying heavily on the GPS. So it shows water and then an airport. I am hoping we're at an altitude where I can just kill power and nosedive. In fact, let's kill power right now. Not kill it, but bring it way back. Is that it right there, do you think? That could be it. What's our speed at? Let's get slow enough for flaps. Because once I spot it, we gotta get down. That could be it. First set of flaps. Slow us down. Okay, there's the water at the nose. You see the water at the nose? Boy, that was a Minnesota accent, eh? Do you see the water at the nose? Whew. Second set of flaps. I really want to say that's the airport. Like the road leads to it or something. Or maybe it's in here. Let's do full flap. Keep power up. Gosh, it has to be in here. What do you think? You think so? Man, I don't know. Well, let's zoom in. Yeah, oh, it's over there. Is that it? Why am I doing this floaty float? Let's kill autopilot so I can see what I'm doing. Start descending. I can't tell if it's... Must be that, huh? Has to be that. So that's what we're going to aim for. Let's just fly in. The problem with these slow approaches is it feels like it takes forever. So let's look at some mountains while we're here. Oh, beautiful. Oh, we got to keep our eye on the prize here. Let's not get too low or we'll lose sight of it eventually here. But I'm aiming for that right there. It's a tight fit because No, it's not that bad, I guess. It might be a one-way in, one-way out from the other way, but we're doing it this way. It cooperates with the wind, so. And we can do it. We've landed in much, much more difficult scenarios than this. For sure. Alright, here we go. We're on final. A little offset final. Of course, it feels like we're going really slowly, but once we get down, it's going to feel like we're going pretty fast. But we should have plenty of runway. I'm still only assuming that's my runway. I mean, based on GPS it is. And based on how it looks it is. I think. I don't know what it is to the right and left, but I'm assuming this is our runway right here. Alright, bring back throttles because now we're going way too fast. Throttles will make us sink, but nosing up will slow us down, right? But right now it's kind of a combination of the two. Trim back, I'm pulling all the way back in my yoke and we're going down yet, so there we go. Alright. A little bit of speed yet, because we got to cover those trees. And then we can dive down. Concentration. I'm concerned because of these trees. I don't know where the trees are. I think we're over the trees. I hope we're over the trees. I hope we're over the trees. Yeah, we're over the trees. Okay. Because remember, hitting trees is a crash. They used to be freebies. Oh, wow. Crosswind. Okay. Hello. Trees used to be freebies, where if you hit them in the very beginning of bush trips, it didn't matter. Boom. Yes, that's our firm touchdown. That's on purpose. Brakes to stop the wheels. Nose wheel down gently. Flaps coming up. We'll just stop right here. So it used to be in the very beginning of bush trips, you could hit trees, clip trees, no big deal. And then one day they did an update and they started to count. Parking brake set, turn everything off. And let's do repair refuel right now, actually. Whoops. There we go. And now we'll turn everything off. And then get credit for the leg. And that very short leg wasn't very short, was it? It was still over half an hour. So, oh yeah, 35 minutes. Wow. That's way longer than it's supposed to be. Anyway. Oh, my outro. Hit the subscribe button and notifications so you know when the next leg goes out. Hit the like button so people in the future know that you're still interested. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one.